Alright, welcome back to the kitchen. Today we're going to be making poo balls. So they're poo balls, technically energy balls. They're shaped like little turds, hence the name poo ball. Is this somewhat a good description?
Yeah, they're yummy though.
Yeah. But anyway, it's like a granola bar that's homemade in ball form. So I'm going to make them today, and you can follow along because I know we're all dying for this recipe. And this is my mom's recipe, but technically she got it from a cookbook, I think. But yeah, now I have it on this piece of paper. First, we're going to start off with a cup of raisins. Wait, is that right? Yeah, a cup of raisins. So any sort of raisin will do. Oh boy. This is harder than I anticipated. "10 years later, cup of raisins. Then we're gonna do a cup of chopped almonds. Mine are not pre-chopped, but I figured they're gonna go in the blender anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So a cup of those. You want like raw almonds, so no salt or anything. Oh yeah, I have to mention that you do need some sort of food processor or blender for this recipe. And then we're gonna do a cup of peanut butter. Alright, we're gonna do 1 cup of peanut butter, or any type of nut butter. Just not your boyfriend's.
You cannot put that in there. Oh my goodness.
Sorry.
You just said that.
I think we're out of peanut butter now. Yeah, this recipe will completely deplete you of your peanut butter stock, so make sure you buy plenty in advance. 1 cup of peanut butter going in the blender. Once you can scrape out as much as you can, you're gonna just call it good. And then of course lick the spoon. And then we're gonna go over here and blend it. It's pulse time. Alright, so as you can see, this is having a tough time blending. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the only liquid that's called for in this recipe, which is maple syrup. We're gonna mix our maple syrup with this date syrup we just got and see how that turns out. I haven't tried this before, but any type of sweetener will do. Again, like I said, this is like a semi-healthy recipe. Like there's plenty of sugar in it, but it's probably better for you than what you buy at the store. Alright, I'm gonna add that in here. Hopefully that helps it mix. Alright, you just want to get it to look as much as a paste as you can. So this still has a couple of chunks, but I'm gonna call it good. So it should look something like this, maybe a little bit smoother. Then we're gonna add this paste to a bowl to add the rest of the ingredients into. Alright, once you get all of that out, we're gonna push that aside with the dishes later. And then add the rest of the ingredients in. So we're gonna add a pinch of salt. It's probably good. A teaspoon of cinnamon. And you can eyeball this or actually measure. I'm kind of gonna do both. It's gotta be at least a teaspoon. Then we're gonna do a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Ours is the alcohol-free version just because it was the cheapest at the store. One of the main ingredients is the oats. You can me rolled oats or instant, but you're gonna add 1.5 cups of those. Next we add some coconut flakes, so hopefully nobody's allergic. You can always skip this step if you are. But I think we'll do about 1 cup. We'll see how much that looks like. If you're like a really big fan of coconut, you can do more. But I don't think you need more than 1 cup. Because that is kind of a lot. And then the best part are the chocolate chips. So grab some scissors. I think I'll add about 1 cup of chocolate chips, but you can always add more. So you should have something that looks like this. And then you mix. You might have to get in there with your hands to get it to all congeal. Make sure you wash your hands. Taste test. Tastes good.
3, 2.
Okay, so after mixing, it should look something like this. And then you get your hands dirty again. We're gonna form this giant paste into little balls of poo that will taste really good. So this, we're just gonna roll them up and then put them in the fridge. So it's a no-bake, like, snack or treat or breakfast, if you will. But yeah, Jacob, you like these, right?
They're pretty dang tasty. Might have to just give myself a little. I'm just kidding.
Do a taste test at the end.
Yeah.
Good morning. Do you want to ask me any questions?
So what's the history behind these poo balls? How long have you been making them?
Oh, well, I made them for my first time like a week ago. But it was something my mom would make growing up.
How often would you make them?
Like not that often, but like often enough. And they last a while because they make like quite a few.
They do not last a while,
Well,
let me tell ya.
They don't last a while in this household. But you know, it's a pretty big batch, so like, you know, one time she tried to make them in bar form, like just lay them flat, put them in the fridge. You had to like cut them out, and they were just like not a hit. Like, I think it was just because they were so hard to like get out of the pan.
You really had to work for it.
You had
Wasn't
to
as
work
fun.
for it, and it wasn't worth it. So, never doing that. I don't think she ever did that again either. Yeah.
Where did she find this recipe?
I don't know. She sent me like a picture, and it's like this washed out photo of like a cookbook or something, or it's like she printed out the photo. So it's technically not an original family recipe, but so I can't really give credit where credit's due entirely. To me, they're my mom's recipe.
I was gonna say, you should have just lied.
I am. It's my mom's recipe. She came up with this herself.
It's a very natural snack.
Yeah, the only sugar in it is like the peanut butter, but was natural peanut butter, no sugar added, just peanuts.
Well, you put agave syrup in it. That's like
Well,
straight
no,
sugar.
I put
Or sorry, date syrup.
and maple syrup. That's straight sugar, but it's natural.
Yeah.
And then there's chocolate in it, but it's dark chocolate.
I was gonna say that's like natural.
Well,
Dark chocolate. It's like cacao, like
but it's
101.
like semi-sweet. They didn't have like full-on dark at the store.
Well, yeah, 'cause you don't. What do you mean semi? It's not semi-sweet.
Yes, it is.
What percentage of
Semi-sweet.
cacao is it?
I don't know.
Oh my goodness. And she doesn't know the cacao percentage.
There's like extra chocolate chips, so I might just.
Oh,
have to-
extra chocolate chips. You know why there's no extra chocolate chips? Look, you're like skimping out on that one. That one's got a 0. I don't add it now.
Well, look at this whole ass almond. That's why you buy the chopped kind. It just wasn't in the budget. When you're #4.
When you hashtag don't want to chop almonds.
So yeah, this recipe is really simple. No bake. You just get your hands dirty and you do the damn thing. But yes, that is how you make poo balls. Trademarked by Miss Rita Green herself.
Greedy green.
Yeah.
What, do you want a poo ball?
What do you...
Sniff approved. Sniff tested.
Alright, well thanks for joining us today in the kitchen for another video on how to make poo balls. You touched the screen.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Where?